The weather is so cool. So, just feel like being in bed,
under the
taking
duvet.
tea.
Nobody should
No,
just
for
wake
people
me.
like us that don't really take tea,
Okay.
hot amala,
Oga.
ewedu, and ogufe.
You won't even bother coming to
Go
work
with
again.
it. No, it doesn't affect some of us. You just relax there and be.
Okay. What drink to follow? Water.
No, let me bust your bubble. It will be pap.
After amala.
Hot.
What a combo.
Hot pap, but the pap will not be that thick,
Oh,
it's quite
okay.
Okay. Yes, so yes, it's XX Files. We're back again. It's women and food. Don't worry, it is our calling. In this space, we actually strip away the fluff and talk about the real, just like we have talked about the real this morning. We talk about issues affecting women just the way it is, nothing to hide, And what we are discussing today is very, very germane. All right, let me just introduce myself.
Yes.
My name is Olubukola Enimola, and with me this morning, you always know that this woman's partner.
Judith or Jedira.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful morning today, because there's nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide.
We are opening the door that many families try desperately to close and to shut and to lock with the key. We are looking at our young girls, our daughters, our nieces, our sisters,
the adults too.
Yes, so everyone. And there's this quite it's quiet actually, but aggressive surge in drug and substance. I'm telling you, in drugs and the substance intake among adolescent girls.
It is a pandemic now.
And if we don't talk it out now,
if we don't talk about it, we would not fight it. From the issue of over-the-counter cough syrups, it starts little by little.
Exactly.
Before you know it, I have pain here, I have pain there. This is what I want to do. Someone is actually in the studio now. Hello. We'll tell you the person later. Yes, we're actually talking about something very germane. It starts little by little. Before you know it, this little pain. Okay, quickly get me that what do they call it?
Painkillers.
And before you know it, some people
they say it comes with cramps. They say
with cramps.
And they see that the cramp after taking the painkillers, the cramp
comes
gone.
down, and before you know it, it becomes something else. It's very, very pathetic, and we need to talk about it on the program
to action
today. The reality is closer to home than you think, but this isn't just a story of despair. It's a call to action. The questions are, what are the signs? And crucially, as mothers and guardians, we don't really get to know early enough, or probably we don't know what to do to actually nip it in the bud at a very early stage. So these are the things we'll be talking about this morning. You just hang in there, and so many other things are in here for you. Music, we talk about food. Music will follow.
Now.
As usual. And before you know it, you might actually have the time to talk about fashion too.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's go on.
Okay, let's look at the numbers. For a long time, substance abuse was stereotyped as young man's problem. Not anymore. Recent public health tracking shows a stark rise in substance experimentation among teenage girls aged between 12 to 17.
12 to 17.
It's getting out of hand.
I was actually looking at a podcast yesterday, and I was so perturbed when I was told that even children in primary schools are now being introduced to drugs.
Now, what is the cause? How did we get here?
So pathetic. Now, why are girls turning to these substances? We are actually focusing on girls because this is a program for the XX chromosome. It often starts in the shadows of emotional pain, academic pressure, peer validation, body image anxieties, and the relentless curated perfection of social media. You know, sometimes it's a coping mechanism for depression. Well, that's what we think, but we feel it would only be fair to hear from some people on the streets of Ibadan the reasons why this is happening.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to them.
Peer pressure, and some people do drugs because of their, let me say, their boyfriend do the same thing. Parents too, family issues, stuff.
First of all, the family background, and I think most people in their process of searching for survival, maybe it's not what they expect. So people have their ways of like coping. It serves as coping mechanism to them. So before they know it, it's something that is addictive.
Generally, people take drugs to avoid some life issues, to overcome depression. Depends on the type of drug the person is taking. Some people also take it to increase their performance in what may be energy or whatever other things that they need it for.
Girls nowadays do drugs mainly because of societal pressure, economic pressure, finances, mental health issues too. They tend to resort to drugs because they think that drug will save them or at least provide an escape route from the reality. And unfortunately, that's not so.
One could be pressure from friends. Then some of them are also led into that part of life by what they see other people doing, not even pressure, because they also want to feel among, because they feel that those that do it feel they are top of the world. So they also want to feel that kind of way too.
You heard those mind-blowing responses, in fact, heartbreaking responses. Do these drugs bring permanent solution, or do drugs, become permanent? I don't get it.
These are actually deep questions. Very deep questions. Well, when we talk about drugs, a lot of people have a lot of coping mechanisms. When drugs is part of it, you have alcohol. Some even go into watching things they are not supposed to watch.
Forgetting the side effects. Forgetting the aftermath.
The side effects. They are just after what the pleasure it brings at that particular moment.
Temporary pleasure.
Temporary. They don't look at the outcomes that affects them. Some even affects them for a lifetime. Some takes away every good thing in their life, which is why we're talking about this on XX Files today. If you're just joining us, our focus is on the rising wave of drug intake among adolescent girls and the direct roles parents must play to stop it. Now, David Jones learned out his voice in this track titled Onye Ara.
Naigo nai mekaki mungo gaga Sinifun Onyala David Jones David Naigo and Kodin Atigbogbo Sinifun Onyala Imama Wanamo She don't wanna me say you go beat her, say not the only thing when they make me high. And when he high, he don't do I'm like he go. And he go say I am feeling like to run. And when he run, that's what them go they talk. And when he sell it, but then let go say, in mama wanna move. Stop the boy. In papa wanna move. Stop the boy. I'm waiting the worry you. Before today, I already bought my suit.
Say no to drugs is the message of the track you just listened to by David Jones. If you're even considering it right now, I'm gonna take a reverse turn.
It's not
Back
too late to-
reverse. It's not too late to change your mind. Sadly, the next voice you're hearing or you're about to listen to is of a young lady who wasn't able to say no to drugs, and her story is pathetic. This is what she had to say.
Omega Pedal Fever. I'm from Benue State. My mom's from Benin. I dropped out from university. They did a drug test from something like that, and I tested positive to marijuana, so I dropped out. Nobody really made me smoke. I remember at 100 level when people were like, "Oh, they want to pop tramadol," or like, "Oh, me, I've been taking it since." I was lying. I can't say peer pressure. I went to 4 different universities. I always run away. I don't think it was drug that was the problem. I always had emotional problems. Now that I think about it, I was just feeling. After 2003, I went to Nigerian Institute of Hospitality and Tourism. I have a degree in catering. I've been to 4 rehabs. I did not suffer before I went to those rehabs. I went from my father's house. Favor, stop. Favor, don't kill yourself. But now, she woke me up to get money for food. I'm not supposed to be crying. It's just that if you didn't go through it, like, vigorously. Number one, when they're laughing at you, it will still be getting to you. I need purpose, and I want my family to know that you did not try in vain. If what they did didn't work, I won't be talking like this. I used to banko, Molly and Kana. I broke out. And then I always give for love in all the wrong places. Sexual promiscuity because you must survive. Sometimes you sign a fresh word for begging. The one I hate the most is when they laugh at me. I like banko, nigbana. But it's the most I did it to myself. I still want to be a child. And I still miss my daddy. Don't start. Don't let them whine. There's nothing there. No poor body.
No poor body, nothing there. Don't let anybody
You heard
whine
what
you.
Favor said. Don't even try it. Don't even start it in the first place. The end is not worth it at all.
Honestly.
If you're a parent, a guardian, or someone who is just passionate about the well-being of young people, young ladies, and you have questions, yes, we'll have a guest in the studio via a phone conversation very shortly, as we'll be talking about this, intentionally. Very, very germane. All right, we'll go on a quick music break.
No, it's on phone already.
Oh,
It's
I
online
guess it's on already.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we were talking
So-
to a clinical psychologist, a lecturer, deputy dean, student affair at the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, Dr. Oluwafesayo Adebimpe. You're welcome on the program.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, ma. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you, doctor. Now, we go straight to the point because of our time. Now, why are we suddenly seeing more girls abusing drugs compared to yesteryears? What has changed? What got us here?
Well, thank you for that important question. Adolescents and female substance use has always been there. It has increased significantly in the past few years, even over a decade. Let me put it in that way, because attention has always been tilted towards the
boys.
female boys. Let me just put it, the boys, the guys. We take too much focus on them. So most of our adolescent girls have been experiencing low monitoring by their parents, their guardian, and for them, their social interaction is always limited towards their space. How do I mean? We all need people around us to support us emotionally and mentally. So when there is a problem, they are always withdrawn into their shell. Most times you see them, you believe that they are focusing on their academics, so in order to perform excellently well. But most times we fail to look at the other side of them. So all these things are often overlooked because of our bias towards the male gender. We believe that they are always very sweet, our girls are sweet, and they are always innocent. So adolescent girls, they normally internalize their emotions and problems, which eventually leads them into a lot of misconduct that is always ending. Instead of parents to look inwards, they always say, no, it can never be my girl. It can never be my daughter. No, no, no. And most times, parenting styles that we practice, most especially in this Nigeria, in psychology, we have like 4 parenting styles. We have the authoritarian, authoritative, the permissive, and the uninvolved parenting style. So it's an assignment for each and every one of us. Which style are we using? Are we too authoritarian in our approach that our children seek support from outside? Or is it that we are uninvolved in the activities of our children, most especially the girl child? And again, are we too permissive? Let her go there. She has all the time. She has been doing well. Do you know what they are doing behind closed doors? And most times, these young girls, they have underlying conflicts, internal conflict that they never want to even share. In course of my practice, I've seen even in the university environment, a lot of these young girls, when they come over to me, madam, you are a psychologist, mommy, please, I want to tell you something. What is happening? You will not know that most of them are being violated. And how does these things happen? Is because of not being able to confide, and they will tell you, I've started taking this. I don't want to be mentioning it.
No,
it's on
yes.
hair.
No, you shouldn't.
That this is what I'm now even doing to balance emotionally so that I'll be able to read. I said, what? Did your parents know about this? No. If they know, they are going to kill me.
Okay, so when a parent or a guardian discovers or suspects their own child or ward is experimenting drugs, the immediate reaction is often anger, shame, or denial. What should be the first reaction? Because when
it's
I
a
just
normal
pop
thing
into
for us
a
in
child,
Africa to react like that.
yeah, as African parents.
Okay, I know it's not always easy because there is a betrayer. You betray the trust of your parents. What they expect of you, they will be like, you, this child, you've brought shame. But it doesn't really work like that. What is the underlying factor? A lot of us, we always question our children. We are saying, no, why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Have we gone back to that family sector? Most of these things that these children pick, most of them pick it from their parents. We have a lot of results that we don't want to talk about it. When you send your children, go and buy beer, they'll sip out of it, go and buy this, go and buy that. Children normally, young adults, they are still our children, they want to experiment. A lot of them, parental deprivation. Are you getting me? Love is missing. A lot of people, the parents are too hostile. Hostility will not, bitterness will not take in. It's not going to work. Are you getting me? What substance abuse, even in the course of practice, the most of the people that does that, they'll tell you that they are using it to ease stress. Madam, what else do you expect us to do? It's a form of coping mechanism for them. I said no. I will now take them through. So parents should be up and doing. Stop being a bully. Some parents are even bullies on their own. Let's say it the way it is so that we'll be able to help our
Yes, that's why we are here.
What should the parents do?
Please stop bullying your children. Are you getting me? It's not that we should not scold. Me, I like discipline. I say it anywhere that I go. But in the course, so that it will not be counterproductive. Are you getting me? Because eventually we'll be losing a lot of young. In fact, when I saw what did they call it? What we are going to discuss, I was like, now we are now thinking in the right direction. Because girls, in fact, they are now going haywire, and they'll tell you that my mother is very, very harsh. No, even if you tell her this now, my father is like this. I prefer to go and get solace from my friend. And I said, why? But your parents will always be your parents, no matter what. I will not ask them, if you get yourself into trouble, who's going to save you? They now say, no, it's our parents. So parents too, we need to be careful. And again, our utterances. Verbal abuse is the most dangerous aspect. A lot of people will always focus on physical abuse, aggression. Are you getting me? Fighting back. We all know that it's not good, but when you verbally abuse that person, the next thing that person becomes is maybe he or she now will go into something like a suicidal thought. They become anxious, depression will set in, and other people that cannot even toe that line, We will now say, oh, let me go into all these
Into
gateway
it fully.
drugs. There's counter drugs, gateway drugs, just like you go to the chemist to go and gateway drugs are all over. All these people that sell paraga and all sorts. Are you getting me? So
Yes.
All right, thank you, doctor. Now, let's create a scenario.
Yes, ma'am.
God forbid, a child
Okay.
comes home, or probably the child was not around. You decided to, check the things in his or her room, and you
Okay.
find out that there are substances in that room. As
Okay.
a parent, what are you supposed to do at that point?
At that point, you need to be very, very calm. Because if you are not calm, are you getting me? You don't need to be disorganized because you found out that something that is going to be helpful. Now, for a parent seeing that, it's a panel. Are you getting me? Don't go in that line. Just be calm. Make sure that even if you have your camera, if you have your pictures or any other thing, are you getting me? Most of the things that we are saying now is because we are educated, we are elite. It's not everybody that is educated. Just be calm and involve. It depends on the person that caught the child. Maybe it's the mother now, because mothers are always very close.
Yes.
Call the attention of your husband or somebody that you trust. Are you getting me? Within that space of time, and make sure you call in the child immediately. Don't be too aggressive. If you are too aggressive, too long cannot make it right. And sit the child down. That, in fact, you will not even let the child to be suspicious. Because immediately that you allow the child to be suspicious, the child will be confrontational. Are you getting me?
And they might
you
want to
be
lie
on
about the
defense.
situation.
Want to lie. You can even say, "Is my friend, is my distance," and gather all the evidence. We call it family therapy. You call it family meeting in your own home. And don't be too subtle. Don't say that because for he or she to be using that means he or she has been doing it for more than maybe 6 months.
All right.
Just approximating
Yes,
minutes now.
yes. Now,
Okay.
quickly, ma, what are the
Yes,
signs to watch out for? All right, for someone that
Okay,
has not
the
caught the child,
signs.
what are the signs?
Oh, the signs. Let me quickly say we have what we call, please, I want to take your time a bit. There's something that we call health and risk factor. Let's start from here. There. The most volatile risk factor is having parents, let's start from there, that take drugs. Are you getting me? Now, peer or role models that our children, both male and female, maybe they see online or within their environment is another risk factor. Are you getting me? So some people might even have learning difficulty, social anxiety. Some people have low self-esteem. Even if you're on the big side, is a problem. They start bullying the girl child. If she's too leopard on the slim side, are you getting me? Fear of being negatively evaluated. And poor academic performance. A lot of them have those issues. Coming back to your question now, let's look at the behavioral signs. Are you getting me? We have the behavioral sign and we also have the physical sign. Let's quickly go to the behavioral signs now. The first one that you should notice is depression. Depression is one of our mood disorder, but it's not something that we should joke about. When you see a child that have mood swings, are you getting me? There's a change in the attitude of that child, is a problem. Acting in a paranoid way, are you getting me? Unduly suspicious, when they become too irritable. Are you getting me? When they become too anxious, too tense, you'll be wondering what is happening. And a lot of times, parents don't want to call a spade a spade. Are you getting me? Some girls, we found out that they even steal more than the boys. Stealing is a major factor. A lot of them, you see them stealing and lying. They become too secretive, locking themselves. If you want, where are these children? You see them in the secluded environment. Change of friend. Please, if you notice that a child is changing friends, please take note of that.
All right, ma. You know what you do for us, Dr.
Yes, sir.
Olufisayo? Please,
Yes,
we would like to have you next week because we at noon we would like to join our network service, and so we need to
Okay.
before they bounce off out of the studio.
All right,
So,
we appreciate you
So
so
next week,
much.
please, we'll be discussing this issue and homosexuality among our young females,
Okay.
please.
No
So
problem.
make
So
it a date with us next week.
We've
We
been
appreciate
talking with
you.
a clinical psychologist, lecturer,
Okay.
deputy dean, student affairs at the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, Dr. Oluwafisayo Adebimpe. Thank you so much for your input on the program today. Well, this is how far we can go on this week's edition of XX Files. Do well to join us next week when we'll be bringing you a more informative edition of the program. My name remains Olubukola Enimola.
And I'm Judith Ojadiro. The production team consists of Sandra Anzago, Jadisola Bello. Thanks to Mutmaina and Bimisola for their contribution. The producer has been
Sheyi Oweye. We'll link with the network studios for
Premier FM 93.5. The stage is set and the time is now. A new era of growth and opportunity has arrived. With the President Tinubu's vision and leadership, the Presidential Livestock Reforms Implementation Committee's drive and expertise, and the new Ministry of Livestock Development, the livestock sector is poised for a revolutionary turn. The value chain is calling, from beef production to dairy farming, pasture development, feed and fodder, cold rooms and more. It's a gold mine waiting to be explored. Foreign multinationals are already investing. So, now it's your turn. Nigerians, seize this moment. Embrace the opportunities and let's build a stronger, prosperous economy through livestock development.